alright. She looks at you once in a day, what's wrong is alright. And I love her, God knows I love her. Kentucky woman, she gets to know you, she gets to own you. Yes, Kentucky woman, she and the cancer is a drop of a thing. Well, the things she does, they turn you on just the same. And I love her, God knows I love her, Kentucky woman.
Hey guys, it's Dana again, and I had another video that unfortunately I have not put up on YouTube yet. May get this one up before I do that one. But I realized I hadn't done a video in a while, and there were a few things that I'd picked up or gotten through auctions or just had been given as gifts, and I just wanted to do a video. So this is going to be kind of like a mix and match type video. So the first thing I wanted to show is, as most of you that know anything about Laserdisc, you will know what this is. No, it's not a record album, although it looks like it. This is a Laserdisc for The Evil Dead. As you can see there, it's got the classic image of Bruce Campbell with the woman who was not in the movie but who was in the publicity shots for the movie is behind him there. And on the back you can see one of the characters get after the demons or the evil had possessed him, getting his eyes poked out by Bruce Campbell there. And I believe this must be based on the writing that's on the back here and also on the front. This must be a Japanese, or I'm not sure, some kind of release other than a United States release. And you can see that it's still in its plastic sleeve. You can see that it is Evil Dead, and there is a side 1 and a side 2. There's also a little slip in here, and I don't know if that actually like went on the outside of the Laserdisc and then was covered in plastic or what. But this is really neat. I do have a Laserdisc player. I haven't played any Laserdiscs in a long time. The Laserdisc player, I believe, not sure, but it's either in one of the closets here in the house or underneath my bed. Which just goes to show you how long it's been since I've had the Laserdisc player out. The reason why I bought a Laserdisc player, if anybody cares, many years ago, well, I guess it was too many years, several years ago, was because at that time there were certain things that were only available on the Laserdisc, and by certain things being available, I don't mean certain movies, I mean certain special features. For instance, at one time, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 Laserdisc was the only place you could see Joe Bob Briggs' deleted scene. Now, if you get the gruesome twosome or the gruesome edition or whatever of Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 on DVD, you can also see his deleted scenes on that DVD. But at the time that I got the Laserdisc player, that version of the DVD was not available, and there were certain things I wanted to see. Halloween was another one that did not have a commentary available on the DVD. It's not, honestly, it's not. I will tell you the commentary that has subsequently been taken, I guess, from the Laserdisc and put on later releases of Halloween on DVD and Blu-ray has not been a really good commentary, in my opinion. It's like it's almost as if they recorded interviews with certain people like Jamie Lee Curtis and John Carpenter and Deborah Hill, and they weren't in the same room together. It's like they recorded them at different times, just little snippets of information of them talking about the movie. And those are not my favorite commentaries. They seem very disjointed and not really that good to listen to. The Friday the 13th commentary was like that as well. But at the time I didn't know that, so I went on and got the Laserdisc of Halloween. I also have a Laserdisc of Prom Night, just for nostalgic value. There's really not any extras on there that, to speak of, and I don't think there's been any really, except a theatrical trailer as far as extras for Prom Night releases on DVD either. Maybe in the future, maybe we'll have a Blu-ray release, who knows. And let's see, I believe I have an Evil Dead 2 Laserdisc release. But anyway, you know, now that I've gave you some background on my Laserdisc for anybody that cares, this particular one I got off, or from an auction from, that Michael Felcher was doing for the Dead Pit, the Saturday Nightmares chat. There were several of these auctions that were done, where Michael Felcher auctioned off a ton of stuff. And I'm always on the lookout for Evil Dead merchandise that I don't have. And I missed out on a few things that I wish I could have gotten, but, you know, got outbid and the bidding went up too high, and I just, you know, financially I couldn't do that. But this one stayed within my range. Ended up going up to $25. I was kind of, well, you know, Aaron Fry's my friend, good old Uncle Bill from Dead Pit, but, you know, it was still, you know, he's always on the lookout for this Evil Dead stuff too, so sometimes it's me and him, like, vying for some of this stuff, and I was glad that for once I was able to beat out Aaron and get something Evil Dead related. There were some other things that were Evil Dead related, and he got, that I just, you know, couldn't go up high enough to beat him out. But anyway, this is really a good addition to my collection, and I thank Michael Felcher for putting that up for auction and for allowing me to get the opportunity to get this item. And with Bruce Campbell being the guest of honor at Fright Night, I'm really, you know, excited about the opportunity of possibly getting this signed. Now, based on how much Bruce Campbell is charging for autographs, this may not get signed. I'd like to, but the main thing I'm going to get signed, that I haven't done a video on, and I'll probably do a video on after it's signed, is a print that Steve got me, and I had planned all along to have that autograph put on that one. And if it's not too expensive, I'll probably get Bruce Campbell to sign this as well, so I'll have two things signed by Bruce Campbell. So anyway, that's the Laserdisc of the Evil Dead. The next two things I'm going to show you are a couple of Blu-rays that I got in recently. One of them I have watched, one of them I have not yet. The first one is one I've watched, which is A House by the Cemetery, a Lucio Fulci film. I remember people saying a lot of, or certain people saying a lot of bad things about House by the Cemetery. You know, if I was going to talk about a slow Fulci film, I would have to say something like Manhattan Baby is slow. Granted, it's been years since I've seen Manhattan Baby. I mean, watch it again and like it a lot better. But House by the Cemetery, for me, it's not up there at the top of my list. You know, City of the Living Dead, aka The Gates of Hell, and The Beyond are my top two Fulci films. But this one's probably running in third place as far as the Fulci films I've seen. And on this Blu-ray by Blue Underground, it looks really good. There's a little bit of grain, but I saw that in City of the Living Dead as well. I think that's just probably part of the transfer. But The blood shots of that are really deep and bright, and look really, really good in the high definition format. Also, Michael Felcher and his Red Shirt Pictures were responsible for doing a lot of the extras, the interviews with some of the stars of the film and things of that nature. And Michael Felcher always does an excellent job, as I've said before, with the extras that he does. This one has Beat the Bulls interviews with stars Catriona McCall and Paolo Malco. Children of the Night interviews with Giovanni Frezza and Sylvia Colatina. Tales of Laura Gittleson interview with star Dagmar Lassiter. My Time with Terror interview with star Carlo DeMejo. A Haunted House Story interviews with co-writers Dardano Sacchetti and Elisa Briganti. How to build a better death trap interviews with cinematographer Sergio Salvetti, special makeup effects artist Maurizio Trani, special effects artist Gino De Rossi, and actor Giovanni De Nava. Deleted scene, theatrical trailers, a TV spot, and a poster and still gallery. Most of these special features, the interviews, are in HD, so you get to enjoy that. So anyway, that's House by the Cemetery. Not going to go into real, as I say with most of these films, not going to go into any real deep details about the story or plot or anything like that. If you're interested in Fulci, you probably done seen this film and you know what it's about. But great little pickup on Blu-ray. I kind of feel bad I waited so long to get this one. Okay, so the next one is one I have not watched. I just picked this one up yesterday at Walmart, which is The Woman in Black with Daniel Radcliffe from the Harry Potter films. He's all grown up now, and he's playing a lawyer who's just lost his wife in this particular movie. I know that because I read the back of the case here. It appears to be, you know, a good haunted house ghost story. I'm looking forward to watching it. I never did watch the Harry Potter movies because I wasn't interested in it, but I'm going to see how Daniel Radcliffe fares in this film. I'll probably have to get back with y'all about the quality of it, but most of the new movies have been really good on Blu-ray as far as quality is concerned. This one does have commentary with director James Watkins and screenwriter Jane Goldman. Inside the perfect thriller, Making a Woman in Black, and No Fear, Daniel Radcliffe as Arthur Kipps. So, like I said, I'll have to get back with everybody on that one to find out if I like it or not. Okay, so the last thing, and people that are my friend on Facebook, they have probably already seen pictures of this. This is an early birthday present. My birthday is June 6th. But it was an early birthday present from Steve. And I wanted to kind of show it off on video because this is really, really beautiful. And there's a reason why I don't have this on me. For one thing, it's easier to film if it's not on me. And two, I don't wear it much unless I'm going out somewhere or something. If I'm working and I'm having to bend and it might get hung on something or something like that, I don't wear it. But if it's, and anybody that knows me knows that the library has been in the middle of a move, so you really don't want to be wearing stuff like this, what I'm going to show you here in a second, when you're going to be bending down and it might hook on a box and get torn off your neck or whatever. So you probably figured out what this is by the way I'm talking about it. It's obvious it's not a ring or anything, but this is a necklace that is absolutely the most beautiful heart pendant I've ever seen in my life. I'm not a woman that has much jewelry. That doesn't mean I don't appreciate jewelry, and every piece of jewelry that Steve has gotten me has been just perfect, absolutely perfect. The man has good taste in jewelry, I'll tell you that. most people have seen the ring, either on my in my Facebook photos. I did do a video of it. Also, Steve and I's New Year's video, it is shown on there as well. But I just, I just have to show this stuff off because it's absolutely, I never, not to get into my personal life or anything, I never really had a boyfriend that could, give me jewelry, when you start a relationship later in life, it's all new to you, and so it's just very exciting to me, and not that I expect Steve to buy jewelry, all the time, or spend an exorbitant amount on jewelry or anything of that nature, but it was, I'm not going to go into the whole story of about how he presented this to me, but it was very, very sweet. I was very surprised. I had no idea. This is 1 carat diamonds in this thing, and it's just so beautiful. I don't know, it's just amazing, amazing that somebody would want to give you something like this, and amazing that I have somebody as loving and kind as he is, with or without the jewelry. Steve's a great person. And, but I did, I definitely did want to show this off. You can see the chain there too. Maybe. There we go. There's a closer shot of it. But anyway, you guys are probably tired of seeing my jewelry now. So this was a kind of short video. Didn't have a whole lot to show. Probably will be getting something else in the mail for my birthday. Steve tells me I will. Probably something else I can show off here in a few days. So anyway, I hope to be back with some other kind of video soon. And thanks for watching, guys.